What's going on, guys? Got a few things to talk about in this video. Got a list. First thing, this guy messaged me, I don't even know how long ago, but it's about pinch harmonics. To answer your question halfway, yes, you can do pinch harmonics on a crappy guitar. It's completely possible. As far as how to, that video's got to come later, because right now I'm having some problems with my amp. So the next one is drum tuning. I've got a video on that. I get a lot of questions about that, and unfortunately I don't like to be all like corporate about it, but I got to revert you to go dig through my videos. It's an earlier video. Check that video out. In that video I actually tuned up a drum, so that's a good video to do that. But yeah, go check that one out. And this one is the one I want to go in depth with, because I feel like this one is going to benefit a lot more people than the others. Not to downplay it at all, but it's about mounting. That sounds terrible. It's about the clamps for the drum set, and how I mount my tom off my kit. Basically, right now I've got a 12-inch tom mounted on the rack. Also, quick answer to a question. What I mean by the tom chokes out the kick is, think of it this way. If I go like this, really tight with both hands, and grab the drum and I hit it, it's not going to resonate. I'm going to grab out the vibrations, right? When you mount a tom on your kick, you're doing the exact same thing. That's why I don't like to mount stuff off my kick. And that's why I went to clamps. Now, a lot of people say that they have a lot of distance to travel from their cymbal mount to the kit. That's no problem. You just got to be smarter than the cymbal stand. A cymbal stand at least is going to have 3 legs, right? What I do, see how that tom is mounted right over the leg? If you've got all the weight over one of the legs, that thing's not going to fall that way. It's going to have to be really far over if it is going to fall. So I mount it off of the cymbal stand, and right over the leg. Now, you kind of might have to shift your kit around, because what I used to do is have 2 18-inch crashes and have a 16 at the end of my toms. And now I kind of, because I used to ride the toms a lot, or not the toms, I'm sorry, the 18-inch cymbals, but now I put that at the end of my toms, and the 16, which is more of an accent, I don't ride so much, I put up here, and that's because it's smaller. I can fit it closer to the kit, and that way I can have the tom a little bit closer to the cymbal stand for balance and just safety. So the clamps, the Gibraltar clamps, I believe are around $15 or $20. It's pretty pricey for a clamp. You might even be able to find something very similar at like Home Depot. Not that I would say it's going to work as good as that, because that's designed for it. But you might find something that's a little bit stronger, works a little better. So look into that. But it's a Gibraltar clamp, and they come in a bunch of different sizes. I've got the smallest one. And you might think that you need a real long one. You feel like you got a long way to go. But from the clamp itself gives you about 6 inches of reach. Plus you've got the boom from the actual tom mount. So keep that in mind, do some measuring. Plus you've got the whole tom itself, which is going to stretch out quite a bit. So, I mean, I can cover a lot of ground with that little clamps. I mean, there's ones that I believe are, I think that's about a 6 or 7 inch, and I think I saw one that was almost a foot. So, well, that's when you've got like a ride that you need to mount something off of. I mean, that's what I see the only use for that being. But, yeah, that's basically what I do. Just to reiterate, keep it over the leg. Don't try to mount the tom in between the legs like that. That's what makes the cymbal fall over. So, like I said, just be smarter than the cymbal. The last question that I wanted to answer, I didn't really write this one down, but a lot of people have asked it, why I don't use the big kit anymore. There's the rest of the big kit. These are actually for sale on eBay, but for one, I don't use the rest of the kit, and it started by my other ball clamp breaking. I ratcheted them down too tight, And so I ended up saying, okay, well, no biggie, I can still mount one rack tom. Well, I realized I really never used a second tom anyway. So what I did is I just brought my ride in. Used to have two toms down here, but I realized I really don't even use that one that much. So for just different genres I would, but this right here, for the genres that I play the most, which is like Christian contemporary and basic rock, this kit is really all you need, and it makes me a little bit better of a drummer when I can make this sound like what my kit used to look like. So that's something that I'm trying to do. I really don't play those anymore. I switch them out. I still use them altogether, not so much. Not to mention, I really like having a ride a lot closer rather than way out on the right. Just a little more comfortable. I keep everything pretty close, as you can see. So that's where I'm at with that. But if you guys have any more questions, I would be more than happy to answer them. I'm sorry if it takes like, 2 and 3 days to get back to you about some of this stuff. But, pretty busy, and YouTube is, I guess, the last thing on the list, unfortunately. But I do get back to you guys. You gotta give me that. So, hope that helps out.